And hello again. Hope everyone is doing well. I don't know if anyone is following from my previous 45-minute break from Jeff Shaw stuff that I got. Um, give you an idea how many cards that was. It's basically how many I got in his break. So that was awesome. That said, while I was over getting my denture fixed, I visited our one local dollar version of dollar stores, which are Dollarama. So we are checking out some of the pristine repacked products. 12 hockey cards for $1.25. I have two of those that we will be checking out here briefly. And I have two of their hockey surprise bags that we will also look at here. So maybe in this instance we'll move the camera up. So very carefully, not enough pressure. Let's check what we get. Now, can't expect much for $1.25, but that said, from what they say, there's every once in a while you may get a surprise card in here. So, is it just the one at the back? So, newer upper deck. Well, I guess we'll move it back down. Newer upper deck, Joel Pavelski. And as usual, we got some junky score product in here. Mike Gardner Speedster, which is true. He was one of the fastest players on the ice back in the time. Well, that's not exactly bad, though. I mean, it is a scorecard, but it is Wayne Gretzky. Frederick Anderson newer card. Eric Robinson. Eric Robinson, yeah. So here's another one of the sets back in the day that was very popular. Pro set. Here is a Adam Oates All-Star from Pro Set. That was when he was with the St. Louis Blues. And this is actually a 1991 product. Again, Pat Ellenuk score. If I remember correctly, this is actually a special one, but this is Parkhurst Kevin Stevens. But what makes this one special is the foil is emerald, and they called those emeralds. You can see it there now, focused. So that's kind of it's not a super expensive one, but it's a not bad one. Dylan Cousins, Anthony Cicerelli, and that's the older one. There's a Scott Peterson, O-Pee-Chee, and here's the bastardized, since Upper Deck owns them, Parkhurst. which is meh, and this isn't anything. This is just a 2016-17 stock card. So we'll put that in pile number 2. Open up pack number 2. I don't know if that actually was 12 cards, but kind of didn't feel like 12 cards. Is that actually the back? Okay, that's actually the back card. Interesting. So, again, some newer product, some older product. Riley Smith. Lou Francis Getty from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Ken Reggett with the Philadelphia Flyers. Newer card, Mason Marchment. Another one newer, Torrey Krug. A Ken Hodge, also known as Ken Hodge Jr. And this was first year in Boston. He was a hyped up player that, because of how awesome of a player his dad was in the NHL previously, and he didn't amount to much. So he was a wash. Grant Ledger. Mason Appleton with the Seattle Kraken. Nicholas Ehlers. A pro set of Bill Ranford from the All-Star Game in 1990-91. Bill Ranford is still alive and actually a fairly successful goaltending coach. And a newer David Savard. So let's move that stack up over here and let's break into these packs. I feel something hard in here. So you can get either may contain original sealed packs is also a possibility. This one may also contain a top loader, sleeves, or something similar. This one, I just randomly grabbed it. I think it has a top loader in it. So anyways, $2 a pack at your local Dollarama or similar dollar stores. Let's see what we get here. So we get a variety pack. We get some actually we only get 2 things here. We get a 6 trading cards and a 2010 to current 3-star pack, and we get 4 top loaders, which 10 cents a piece, if that, so that's not a bad thing. So very carefully without slicing the finger, let's see what we get in the 2010 current pack. And just show There's nothing. It's just a printed piece of cardstock. So we get a Rasmus Dahlin, a Anton Roussel, and a newer upper deck of Ryan Strome. So 3 newer cards. Meh. Now, this is simply labeled 6 cards. And it looks like on the back it is again, nothing special on it, no special retail or bonus thing or whatever. So let's see what these are. Get them facing the right way. So a Jonathan Huberdeau, an old score 91 of Dale Hunter, a Rob Blake upper deck from 92-93. Again, nothing special. We have here this is a 2004 Parkhurst. Franchise leader. Oh, actually didn't realize that. Franchise leader Steve Shutt card. That's actually pretty cool. Probably doesn't have much value, but here's another one of the better looking cards out there. Score Pinnacle, defenseman Mark Hardy. This is 1992 Score Pinnacle. Backs were just kind of like regular stock, glossy, and the fronts had a nicer kind of glossy finish. This was again another one. I was in the $3 to $4 range Canadian for packs. And last we have a Miles Wood from regular upper deck. And we're into the last hockey surprise bag. So, what would I say about these? For $2, $2 for the bags, I don't think is a bad thing. $1.25 for the pack of like 12 cards is not bad. The chance of a actual sealed pack in these actually probably makes it a little bit of a good deal. I've seen a decent sealed pack show up. So in this case, it's another themed pack. 3 goldies, and this is 4 cards, Hall of Famers, 1 guarantee, and again, another 4 top loaders. So let's look at the goldies. That's basically what my thing was back in the day. I wanted to play ice hockey and I wanted to be a goaltender. One of my goaltending influences from back in the day was Billy Smith of the New York Islanders, who was commonly known to, if somebody was blocking his view, whack the crap out of their leg. So it's like, yeah, you can stand in front of me, but you know, enjoy this paddle of this goaltender along the side of your leg, and tell me if you want to stand in front of me again. Okay, so this instance, we have the Boulin Wall, Nicholas Habby Boulin. Fleer 2008, Meek Kippersoff, Hot Prospects. Not too bad looking card. And a Carter Hart, second year card. So, yeah. Again, trying to not have this be long, but it looks like this is probably end up being just short of 20 minutes. So thank you if you've been sticking by all this time and watching. Again, hope you are all well. And just a simple back on it. And that. And there are 4 cards in here. And they're all relatively popular. This is a newer one, Henry Yokin. I don't think it's a rookie. Oh, it's a 3rd year card. Blackhawks, Sabres, and it is 2021 Upper Deck. There's that. This guy, I believe, is in the Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame. Grant Fuhr, when he played with the Toronto Maple Leafs back in the day. So that's an awesome card. I was another fan, another guy that, even though he gave up a ton of goals, he still somehow battled and managed to keep a team in for the win. He wasn't all about the keeping the saves long. Here's a cool classic pro set of Wendell Young, who had a pretty decent year with, or a decent couple seasons with Pittsburgh. Wasn't a premium goaltender, but he was a good average NHL goaltender, which, as you can tell, back in the 80s, goals against averages of 5, 3, 22 games with Pittsburgh, 480, and in 89-90 with Pittsburgh, 43 games, 417 goals against average. So there's one thing about in the 80s, it wasn't weird to see someone with goals against average over 3. If anyone had a goals against average under 3, they usually were seen as, like, you know, the best of the best. And this is a Upper Deck MVP card from 06-07. Not any type of special insert, but As with the MVP series, they always had this little signature of the player. So there is the pristine repacks from Dollarama. The 12 individual cards for $1.25. I think, yeah, it was $1.25. Yeah, $1.25, and the surprise bags for about let me flip this back up. Put that there. Put that there. The surprise bags for $2. Total spent $2, $4, $6.50, which basically ended me with 8 top loaders. And that many cards that are probably at common or less than common pricing for just something to do, and for that price it's probably worth it. But beyond that, you know, I think it's cool for basically kids. If you had a kid that you want to see if he actually had an interest in actually getting into trading cards, maybe like what you would want, then, you know, I think that these would be a really good solid purchase to, you know, see if they'd actually get into it any before investing anything further. That said, for anyone else, yeah, it would work. That said, if you've watched this far to the video, thank you very much. Please go back through my channel and give my other videos some view time. I would be greatly appreciated if you would subscribe and like as well. That would be greatly appreciated. With that said, take care, and I'll see you around. Bye for now.